Well, hello everyone and welcome to today's class. I'm Teacher Del and today we're going to be talking about common pronunciation mistakes. Now that's a really good topic because I know many of you want to know really how to speak English using the right pronunciation so you can sound more natural. So today I'm going to help you with that. But before we do so, let's look at what you learned with Teacher Robin the other day. Okay, so if you remember, the lesson was about how to respond to a RSVP. So it's like, how to respond to an event or an invitation. And Teacher Robin gave you lots of different tips, okay? So for example, how to reply formally or informally and how to greet your guests, if you are hosting a party. So if you want to watch the class again, well, you can do so because you have to go back onto our Facebook page. Go onto the left-hand side here of the page, click onto the video section, another window will come up and then you'll be able to choose the class that you want to watch again. Write some comments because we are always really happy to answer you and to communicate with you. Okay, if this is the first time that you're watching the class, then it's really simple, just enjoy and come and say hello, write in the comments, tell me your name, tell me your level of English, tell me where you're watching us from. All right, we've got some people over there watching us right now. We've got Eugenia and Filiberto. So, good hello, big hello to you and a welcome as well to the class, to the lesson. Share the class, get your friends to watch and keep writing comments. Okay, so today, before we do so, I've got some really good news for you. You've always been asking for this. Now is your chance. Okay, you can now, with ABBA, have your own private classes with your own teacher. Okay. Online, of course, so you can do that now. We're going to be posting links, and one of the links that we are posting is about this. If you click on the link, then you'll be able to find out more information, and then you can sign up to have your private lessons with one of the ABBA teachers. Okay, so that's really, really good. Okay, so let's move on. Common pronunciation mistakes. Okay, right. One of the sound that actually causes a lot of problems, or many students ask questions about that. It's the ed sound at the end. Your regular verbs. Okay, how so many people make mistakes, and it's a shame because now that you're going to know the rule once and for all, then you'll sound a lot more confident and natural. So it's not that complicated. We pronounce the sound ed in 3 different ways. Okay, so let's look at the first one, and it's the easiest one first. Now, if you're basically at the end of your regular verb, the regular verb ends in, sorry, I'm getting a bit confused here with my slides. Okay, so I was telling you 3 different sounds. Let's go back. Okay, I was going too fast here. 3 different sounds. One is id, one is t, and one is d. Okay, so a lot of you are always asking, okay, which one do I use? Okay, it's never the sound ed. Okay, I often hear people that basically add an extra syllable and it sounds like ed at the end, like walkhead or talkhead. That's not right. Okay, so let's start with the easy one. Okay, so the easy one, it's the id, right? So that's simple. If the regular verbs end in d or t, then the ed sound will be id. Look at my examples here. Need, needed. Okay, id. And, ended. Start, started, because it's a t. Want, wanted. Okay, so never wanted, wanted. So that's simple. All you have to remember, is it a t, is it a d? If it is, then it's the id sound, okay? Gets a little bit more complicated. So one of the ways to remember the sounds is really to listen to a lot of English, okay? And don't be afraid to ask people and to say, am I saying this right? So then you will know. Okay, now when it's the t sound, okay, how do we know that? Well, there's a rule that you can apply. Okay, so if the regular verb ends in an unvoiced sound, unvoiced means that there's no vibration here, you can't hear the sound. So if the regular verb ends with an unvoiced sound, okay, the ed sound will be a t. So let me give you some examples because it'll be a lot easier for you to understand. Okay, so first of all, let's look at some letters here. So for example, we're not looking at letters, we're looking at sounds. So the F sound, like F, okay, right? Well, then if the verb ends with that sound, okay, then your ED will be a T. You need examples for this, so I'm going to go straight for the examples. Okay, here we've got the F, we've got laugh, okay, and it doesn't end with a F, it ends with a F sound, okay, it's unvoiced, right? So laugh, laughed, okay. Here we've got the K sound, okay, so like, liked, okay, stop, stopped, miss, missed, wash, washed, because wash is an unsound, okay, unvoiced, sorry, sound. You can't hear the sound. So I know it's difficult because often when you are talking English, you're not thinking, is it voiced, is it unvoiced, is it a T, is it a D? It will come naturally. But at least that's the rule, okay. So here will be the T sound. Now, just something here that obviously accents differ, okay. So for example, British or American English use obviously different accents, and here I'm going to tell you the British version. With to ask, okay, it's going to be asked, okay, so it's a bit different from the American accent. So again, it depends the kind of English that you listen to, but a mixture is always good as well. Okay, now the D sound, okay, when we pronounce ED, when we pronounce it D. So this time it's when your regular verb ends in a voiced sound, okay, so that we can hear it. You can, if you put your hand on your throat, on your vocal cords, you can hear the sound, okay, like a B, B, B. You can hear the vocal cords vibrating, B. Okay, so, or we've got the Z, okay, Z, it's definitely a voice sound, right? So we, let's look at some examples. So grab, we've got grabbed, okay, beg, begged, okay, use, used, listen, listened. You see, it's a D, it's not a T, and it's not a id. Kill, killed. Okay, right, we've got some more people watching. I hope you're enjoying the lesson. We've got Rosado, Hassan and Suraj are saying hello. They are watching and I'm sure you're learning lots today. So please tell your friends to come and join. Okay, so this was about basically the ED sound. This was a short introduction. You can research it more. You can watch the class again so you'll understand it better. Now, we've got some silent letters at the beginning of some words in English, not many, okay? So here are some examples. When we don't pronounce the H, because you know that we do usually, okay? Well, you know this one, it's our, okay? It's not our, it's our. Then we've got honor, honest, air, otherwise it'll be hair, it's not the same thing. And then here, there's a difference, okay? In American English, they say herbs, okay, don't pronounce the H, like teacher Robin, if she was doing the class now, you know, she would say herbs, but in British English we pronounce it, we say herbs, okay? So you can say both here, you can choose, right? But the one to remember, I think it's our, okay? Never say our, okay? But I know that you know that. Okay, then sometimes we have a silent P. That's often a typical mistake as well here when people pronounce the P in those words, and that's wrong. So we say psy. We don't say psy, we say psy. So psychology, psychiatrist, pseudo, and then PN, it's just N, okay? Pneumonia, pneumatics, okay? We don't pronounce the P there at all. So keep that list, please. And now, something a little bit different. Maybe you've not heard about that before, but that's going to make you sound even more natural when you speak English. So it's called initial stressed derived nouns. So you're never going to remember the title. So let me explain what it means. It's basically the stress changes when the word is the same, whether it's a verb or a noun, okay? If we use the same word for a noun or a verb, then what happens? The stress moves to the first syllable when it's a noun, okay? Let's look at some examples. Okay, so let's try to say this right, okay? Here, you see you've got the same word, okay? So when it's the verb, the stress is at the end, okay? To implant, okay? Or if it's a noun, an implant. It's right at the beginning. Here it's easier with the next one, to project, okay, to project something, or a project, okay? So you see here it's at the beginning. This one even better, to upgrade, okay, to upgrade. It could be anything. Maybe you're going to a hotel and you want to upgrade, okay? And then you get an upgrade. You can see here the stress is on the upgrade. So this is tricky, but this is if you really, really want to be good and sound even more natural and native. Okay, so I've given you a quick introduction today of some common mistakes, so bear them in mind because I don't want you to make them again. Let's practice together. 2 questions I think today. What sounds do the following verbs end with? So you tell me there are 3 and you can just write the letter, okay? So we've got talked, spotted and improved. Okay, talked, spotted and improved. Okay. Come on, let's see what you've got. And number 2, identify the word with the silent letter H. Now, I'm not going to read them because obviously if I read, you'll hear, okay? So which one, okay, which one out of all 3 here that you can see on the screen, okay, the one with the silent letter, and it was one that was on my list earlier. Okay, so while you do that and answer those 2 questions, let me tell you quickly about the ABBA course. Okay, so here at ABBA, we've got a fantastic course for you to learn English, 144 units, and each unit contains we'll start with a short film, like the ABBA film, we call it. Then we do lots of different activities around the film. We include video classes in each unit. These are the grammar classes. You even have like a quick, short evaluation test at the end to check what you've learned, what you've understood. And that's, you know, that's one unit. All of our units are very different. We have different levels, from beginners all the way to business. So I'm sure there'll be a level for you. Okay, and it's a very flexible course because you can study obviously online using your smartphone, a tablet or your computer. So you can be on the bus or you can be at home. You can start with one device and continue with another device. We posted a link earlier on, and that's for you to come and join our students. You can be a free student. That means you have access to the first unit of every level, okay? And as well as that, you have all of 144 video classes, the grammar classes, for free. But if you want to be better at English, the best option is to become a premium student, because then you have access to all of our 144 units, every level, and on top of that you can actually write to your own teacher, okay? You can communicate to your teacher, like Teacher Robin for example. You can send her an email and she will reply to you very quickly, and that's great. You can practice your skills in that way, okay? We do lots of other additional resources for you at ABBA. We do the classes, as you know, and you know you enjoy them. We also have a Twitter page and a YouTube account as well. We write blogs. We've got lots of different posts in our in the ABBA journal. I'm sure we've posted another link. If you follow the link, then you'll be able to see lots of other information, interesting articles about pronunciation. So really go and check that out. Okay. So let's see if we've got any questions. Right, okay, so I can see that Rizga, Tushar and Pritam have got the right answers, so well done, you've got it. Is it a difficult topic for you? Is it something where usually something that you get wrong? Okay, tell me or give me more answers. So well done to you there. While you are still writing, let me tell you about next time. Next time we're going to be talking about English for customer service. Now that's be really good, be really interesting. I know a lot of you work in customer service and you use English, so we'll be looking at different vocabulary and English in general. Okay. Turn on your notifications so you know exactly when we do the classes. And that's it for now. Keep on writing. I will check later on again your comments and I will respond to you. So thank you very much for watching the class today. I'm sure you've enjoyed it. It's very useful. So I'll see you again next week. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.